there, aspiring sculptors.
Modeling a horse in ZBrush can be a fun and rewarding experience. Let's focus on the first part of the process, which is creating the horse's head. We will reveal some of the most useful brushes in ZBrush, including the clay build-up, smooth, and polished brushes, as well as many others that will help bring your horse sculpt to life.
Alright, let's get started. And welcome to Phantom Station 16.
In the previous video, we covered how to create the fundamental structure of the horse's head.
But if you missed that, switch to that video to set up your file.
Alternatively, you can build one from scratch by using the default sphere and move tool. Now, let's move forward. Blocking the features position on the face involves placing the major facial features in their correct positions relative to each other. This step is crucial for achieving a realistic and proportionate final result in sculpting.
Here I introduce the Move Elastic brush, which is a more advanced version of the standard Move brush.
Hey, can you explain the difference between the standard Move brush and the Move Elastic brush? I've heard that the Move Elastic brush has some strong points. Can you shed some light on that?
Sure. Happy to clarify that the standard Move brush moves vertices in a linear fashion, while the Move Elastic brush allows for a more fluid, organic movement of vertices. It allows for more natural and organic deformations of the mesh while maintaining volume and detail, making it perfect for sculpting soft and fleshy surfaces like muscles or skin folds.
How do we activate the symmetry mode? Is there a shortcut for that?
To activate symmetry mode in ZBrush, simply press the X key on your keyboard. Usually, it is automatically activated from the beginning. If you only see one red dot, it means you have accidentally switched it off. Hit X, and two dots will appear again. Easy!
As a student of sculpting, I am curious about how to sculpt in an inverse direction, such as cutting it in or flattening it down. Could you please explain these techniques and how they can be useful?
Clay Build-Up is a powerful sculpting brush in ZBrush that allows for the creation of more organic and natural-looking shapes. It is particularly effective for adding mass and volume to a model, as well as for creating rough textures and surface details. While holding down Alt with the Clay Build-Up brush in ZBrush, it will switch to the Flatten brush. This allows for quickly smoothing out areas of the sculpt without having to switch to a different brush.
I get a sense that the clay build-up brush to be quite reminiscent of traditional sculpting tools in real life with physical materials. Do you share the same thought?
Exactly. The Clay Build-Up brush in ZBrush is actually designed to simulate the physical process of adding and building up clay on a sculpture. And yes, you're absolutely right. It does feel similar to using traditional sculpting tools out there.
Oh, sorry for asking too many questions about the clay build-up brush while you're using the edge polished brush to sculpt the nose, like this.
No worries. It's great that you're curious about different sculpting techniques. H-Polish is a fantastic tool that I personally love to use, as it allows me to sharpen edges and enhance the clarity of a character's features.
Wait a second. What does that gray area represent? What is its significance?
Oh, it's actually a mask. So when you don't want to work on a specific area, you can just mask it to avoid touching it. Or opposite way, if you want to work on a particular zone, you can use a mask to isolate it.
So, how to draw a mask?
To draw a mask, hold the Control key and click and drag with your mouse over the area you want to mask. The masked area will turn gray. To subtract from the mask, click and drag over the area while holding down the Control and Alt keys at the same time. Remember, click, not drag, as dragging will add more to your mask drawing. To invert the mask, hold down the Control and click anywhere outside the masked area. The masked and unmasked areas will switch places. To blur the edge of the mask, hold down the Control key and click around the edge of the mask. To exit the mask, just press and hold the Control key, and then click anywhere outside the masked area. This will make the mask disappear and show the unmasked area again.
Are you using Trim Dynamic instead of Edge Polish here? Can you explain why you're using it and how it differs from Edge Polish?
The Trim Dynamic and Edge Polish brushes are both used for creating sharp edges and smoothing surfaces, but they have some differences in their application. The Trim Dynamic brush is primarily used for trimming or cutting away parts of a mesh, while also allowing you to smooth out and refine the remaining surface. It works by applying a sharp edge to the mesh and cutting away any areas that intersect with it. On the other hand, the Edge Polish brush is designed to flatten and smooth out surfaces, while also allowing you to add some polish to your mesh. It works by flattening the mesh along the direction of the brush stroke, smoothing out any rough areas, and adding a bit of shine to the surface.
Alright, that's it for today's head sculpting session. I hope you found it informative and learned new techniques. In the next episode, we'll be shifting our focus to the horse body and explore some ways to create realistic and dynamic horse anatomy. So stay tuned and see you in the next episode.